Good afternoon. Welcome to Center Grove High School and the historic West Gym for today's JV boys basketball contest between the Warren Central Warriors and your Center Grove Trojans. Your IHSA officials, Steve Holland and Jerry Parker. Now for your player introductions. First, the visiting Warren Central Warriors. Starters for the Warriors, number 32, Antoine Price. 33, Robert Walker. Number 12, Israel Holman. Number 10, Keyshawn Hartman. Number 21, Jerron Elmore. Warriors JV head coach Tyrell Collins. Now your Center Grove fans get on your feet as you meet your Trojans starting lineup. Starters for the Trojans, number 2, Dylan Menner. Number 3, Grant Hall. Number 10, Owen Baker. Number 13, John Woodson. And number 40, Sam Hayes. Trojans JV head coach Matt Whitmaster. Trojans about number 11, Noah Coy, his first, team's first. In for Warden Central, number 30, Brandon McDaniel. Trojans about number 3, Grant Long, his first, team second. At the line for Warden Central, number 12, Israel Holden, shooting 2. One foul, number 12, Israel Holden, his first, team's first. At the line here, Trojans, Will Smillen, shooting 2. And for the Trojans, number 1, Doral Hackett.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Back in for North Central. And for North Central, number 42, Julius Smith. Trojans foul number 2, Dylan Minner. It's first, team's third. Braylon McDaniel back in for Ward Central. In for Warren Central, number 21, Gerard Elmore. And number 33, Robert Walker. Warriors foul, number 30, Bradley McDaniel, his first team second. Robert Walker. In for Warren Central, number 32, Antoine Brown. In for the Trojans, number 21, Ben Chestnut. Trojans foul number 42, Will Smelton. His first team's four. On the board is Elmore. Sean Harvey. At the line, Ben Chestnut shooting 2. And for your Trojans, number 10, Owen Baker. Trojans out here with Noah Coyle is second. Team's fifth. Timeout, North Central. Robert Walker is first. Team score. North Central foul number 32, Antoine Price is first, team's fifth. North attention now to the court for performance from your Trojan cheerleaders. Give it up for your Trojan cheerleaders. Just a brief reminder, all Central School Corporation campuses are free. The concession stand is located in the upper portion of the gymnasium. Please visit for all.
The right care. The right support. The right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
From our license plate recognition and hassle-free conveyor belt to our free vacuum stations and mat washers, Kopetsky Auto Wash is here to make sure we leave you with an extraordinary experience. We are always committed to delivering you a quick, quality, clean, is lathered, and fun. We are committed to serving our community through ongoing support of Center Grove academics, athletics, arts, and beyond. We are rooted in community and proud to offer our ongoing support to the organizations and individuals within it.
At Aqua Systems, we believe in one simple idea, that it should be easy to get great water. That's why we provide a hassle-free sales process with money-back guarantees and the best warranties anywhere, all on equipment made in the USA. In fact, at Aqua Systems, we make it so easy to fix your home's water that 9 out of 10 people who shop with us buy from us. Contact Aqua Systems today. You'll love your water.
Hi, I'm Lana from Ray Skillman Buick GMC, and this is why Ray Skillman is different. First and foremost, Ray Skillman is a family-owned dealership and has been serving Hoosiers for more than 30 years. We truly care about our community and take pride in giving back to our neighbors and friends. Come see us at Ray Skillman Buick GMC.
Just a half-mile north of the Greenwood Park Mall.
Warren Central foul number 12, Metro Enrollment is second. First team foul, the Warriors in the second half. Warren Central foul number 10, Keyshawn Harlan is first, team second. Owen Baker at the line for your Trojans. And for the Trojans, number 2, Dylan Vetter. And for Warren Central, number 30, Braylon McDaniel. Jump ball possession goes to Warren Central. Warren Central foul number 4, Devon Buzz. His second, team's third. foul number 4, Javon Bates, his third, team's fourth. One central foul, Javon Bates, his fourth. In for the Warriors, number 42, Julius Spain. Warriors central foul, number 32, Antoine Price, his second, team sixth. In for the Trojans, number 11, number 4. Trojans foul, number 42, was Spellman, his second. In the North Central, number 24, Anthony. Number 4, Javon Bates. Timeout, North Central, full timeout. Jerron Elmore. Trojans foul number 11, Noah Floyd is third. Team second. Line for North Central number 4, Javon Baines. North Central foul number 30, Bradley McDaniel is second. Team 7. The line for your Trojans, Peyton Bird shooting 2. Trojans foul number 2, Dylan Miller is second. Team's third. North Central foul number 30, Braylon McDaniel is third. Team's 8. Trojans in the bonus. And for North Central, number 12, Israel Holman. And the line for your Trojans, number 11, number 4, shooting 1-1. Now let's meet your junior varsity Trojan cheerleader.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Trowbridge foul number 21, Ben Chestnut, his first. Team sport. In for North Central number 4, Devon Bales. Number 32, Antoine Price. In for the Trojans, number 10, Owen Baker. Trojans foul number 21, Ben Chestnut, his second. James Fifth, line for North Central number 12. Israel Coleman. Trojans foul number 10, Owen Baker, his first, team sixth. Line for North Central number 12, Israel Coleman. And for North Central number 30, Braylon McDaniel. Men are shooting one. Line change for the Trojans. War Central bound number 4, Devon Vales is fifth. And for the Warriors, number 21, Jerron Elmore. At the line, Noah Cole. Trojan foul number 31, Katie Jones. At the line for War Central, number 21, Jerron Elmore. Your varsity contest will run in approximately 20 minutes.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
At Aqua Systems, we believe in one simple idea, that it should be easy to get great water. That's why we provide a hassle-free sales process with money-back guarantees and the best warranties anywhere, all on equipment made in the USA. In fact, at Aqua Systems, we make it so easy to fix your home's water that 9 out of 10 people who shop with us buy from us. Contact Aqua Systems today. You'll love your water.
Texas Roadhouse. Can't leave that memory behind.
Stop by Texas Roadhouse for Wild West Wednesdays. Enjoy a hand-cut 11-ounce sirloin dinner for $9.99. That's right, an 11-ounce sirloin for only $9.99.
Can't forget that Texas Roadhouse. Can't leave that memory behind.
Buy your next vehicle online today at RaySkillmanCars.com.
Easily shop from thousands of new and used vehicles, all with high-quality pictures and full descriptions.
Find your new car fast and easy at RaySkillmanCars.com.
How long is our case? You have a power supply like just one. Okay. Which one to put this to this one? Thank you. Alright. You gotta sit like this. I'm happy I brought all three because now we have to use those quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead this. They got like 4 or 5 gyms. They have like 4 or 5 gyms going on. They got choir going on over here. Yeah, we was in. Yeah, come on, bring it out right here. Look, try not to stand up because they're things right here. Kids here.
Good afternoon and welcome to Center Grove High School for today's boys basketball game between the Warren Central Warriors and the Center Grove Trojans. Color 1, Kevin Conrad, along with Rick Sauter. We welcome you to our coverage of Center Grove boys basketball presented by IU Health. Rick Sauter, a few storylines here with this game today. First of all, it's an important conference game for the Center Grove Trojans, coming off a great win last night against the North Central Panthers. Also an opportunity to play here in the West Gym. The Trojans haven't played in this West Gym since February of 2019, so it's been 3 years. And also another storyline, this will be the final game, final event that Center Grove High School will play in the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference. So a lot of storylines with today's game.
I agree, Kevin, and it should be a good one. Warren Central's 13-6, but they won 6 in a row, 9 out of 10, beat Carmel last night, who many think is the top team in the state, and really a strong team. They really come on. They started off 1-4 and have really put it together. So Coach Byers has a defensive-oriented team. We've seen where they can play Carmel in a low-scoring game, 41-38. They can also then play a game where they can get up in the 80s and 90s. So Trojans are going to have to play their game good defensively. They've got a top kid in Tay Davis that's going to Louisville, average 20 points a game. This should be a fun one today.
Let's take a look at our Pella windows and doors pregame notes. And you mentioned Warren Central's record, 14-6 overall, 2-3 in the conference. They're 5th place in the conference. Big win last night, like you mentioned, over the Carmel Greyhounds. And for the Center Grove Trojans, picking up their first conference win last night. Great win at home against North Central. Trojans 1-5 in the conference, one game under 500 at 9-10. Head coach DeAndre Davis in his second year at Warren Central. 33-13 is his overall record. And the Trojans under Coach Zach Hahn now in his 8th year, 112 wins, 82 losses, his 8th year, and that 58% winning percentage, 4 sectional titles, a regional title, 4 county championships for Coach Hahn. And Rick, if you can believe it, Coach Hahn, he's at the moment 4th winningest coach in Center Grove basketball history. He's 14 wins behind number 3 Cliff Hawkins, who had 126 wins. So Coach Hahn has done a lot in a very short period of time.
Boy, he sure has. He's had a lot of success, has been really strong at the county level, has done well at the sectionals, and Trojans are looking for another chance. And we kind of mentioned yesterday, sectionals are going to be pretty even this year, and big momentum builder last night, I think, for the Trojans. And let's see how they kind of carry it over to today. It'll be interesting because both teams had big wins last night. Trojans beat a top team in North Central and get their first win. Warren Central beat one of the very top teams in Carmel. So we'll see how they come back-to-back this quickly, how they both react.
Looking at the series between the Center Grove Trojans and the Warren Central Warriors, the Warriors have quite a decisive lead in this series. They've won 22. Center Grove has only won 8. Coach Hahn is 0-8 against the Warriors. 7 of those were MIC games, but you remember the Hall of Fame Classic, the Trojans played the Warren Central Warriors and lost over at Newcastle. And for Warren Central, they've really had Center Grove's numbers. Warren Central has won 11 straight against the Center Grove Trojans. CG has not defeated Warren Central since 2011 when a young man by the name of Johnny Marlin was hooping it up for the Center Grove Trojans. So 11 straight wins for the Warriors against the Trojans. And now we see both teams back out on the court, some final warm-ups, and I was very impressed, Rick Sauter, with the junior varsity contest. Center Grove looked very impressive in a 50-25 win against Warren Central here in Game 1.
Well, they sure did, because Warren has typically got a deep program and JV team typically very good. We didn't know what their overall record is, but boy, our JV team looked awfully good. They have all year. I mean, we've only lost a couple games. Last night was one of them to a very strong North Central JV team, but that was an impressive showing.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our starters for tonight's, or should say today's game. First for the visiting Warren Central Warriors. Rick, they are led by Deontay, and I guess I've been told he goes by Tay, so it's Tay Davis. He's a senior at 6'8", guard, averaging 20 points a ball game. He's headed to the University of Louisville.
Yeah, he's an impressive player. Anybody going at that level, it's got to be pretty good. So at 6'8", got some height, strength, and then he'll take the ball out in the court too and can shoot. So we're going to have a game plan to shut him down. Somewhat what we did last night to the North Central stop player that was 6'8" also. That we'll see whether we try to deny the ball or kind of double team when he gets it and not let your other kids beat you.
Also, Chandler Jackson, number 12, senior. He's averaging also in double figures at 15 per ball game. Here's a check for the Center Grove Trojans starting lineup today. Same as last night: Bundy, Vons, Ankney, Cerny, and Bennett. And how about Jordan Vons last night? 14 points in the win against North Central.
Great job by Jordan Vons. And typically, he always draws the top player from the other team. That's who the defender he is. So he will probably be the guy on Davis, and we'll see how he reacts today to another strong player.
Both teams have concluded their pregame warm-ups, and now we're ready for our national anthem. Today, we're live from the Center Grove High School West Gym. The West Gym, 67 years old this past December. It was built back in 1954. Now, our national anthem. Our national anthem from the West Gym at Center Grove High School. Center Grove hosting the Warren Central Warriors for a matinee game today. Rick, this game was scheduled to be played a couple of weeks ago. Of course, we had the ice and the snow, and the game was called off and now postponed until Saturday. And you're right, back-to-back for both Center Grove and Warren Central. Both teams coming off really big wins last night, probably the biggest win for both teams, I would say. You know, Warren winning at home against Carmel, the #1 team in the state, and then the Trojans picking up their first win in conference play last night. So it'll be interesting to see what teams show up today. It's a quick turnaround, big wins last night, so we'll see how the Trojans and Warriors fare here today.
Well, it'll be interesting, too. The Trojans, I know, practice in here at points of time, but this is our first game for these players, probably many of them their careers. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, rims are a little bit different. The basket, the kind of your back lay as far as what you're looking at. So we'll see how the shooting kind of starts out. Both good teams are good defensively, too.
Also today, a big day for the Center Grove wrestling team. 4 wrestlers advancing to the state finals today, and in the quarterfinals, a couple of the wrestlers losing today for Center Grove. Wyatt Krecha and Eddie Goss both losing. However, Hayden Watson in the 145-pound weight class victorious in the quarterfinals, semifinals. He's now going to wrestle in the state finals tonight, and we're waiting for an update on Drake Buchanan in the 182-pound weight class. He won his quarterfinal match today. He's going to be wrestling pretty soon in the semifinal round. If he can get that win, he'll advance to the state finals also tonight. So hopefully all the best. We'll have a couple of state champs coming up later tonight with CG Wrestling.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. Both those kids, obviously fantastic wrestlers, got last year and finished second, both of them, trying to get their senior years over the top to get that championship. So it'll be great to see tonight.
Also today, the Center Grove boys swimming team in the sectional finals getting underway at 1 o'clock, and they should be already underway down at Franklin. So hopefully they can get a sectional championship today and send Coach Todd out on another high note. They did win the sectional in girls swimming, and now they're trying to win one for Coach Todd as he's retiring at the end of the season and as a coach and at the end of the school year as a teacher here at Center Grove. Rick, we're ready for the tip-off.
Should be a good one. Looking forward to it. Great atmosphere. Pretty good crowd. People are kind of filing in a little bit still, but actually Warren's got a pretty good crowd here today too, so this will be a good atmosphere.
Bonds will tip for the Trojans, and Davis will tip for Warren Central. Again, Davis, a fine young talent, senior, 6'8", going to the University of Louisville. They got him listed as a guard, averaging 20 points a ball game. Bonds, a lot of times, he'll draw that assignment to guard the opposing team's best player, and we'll see how Jordan gets along here today, matched up against Davis.
Yeah, we've seen Jordan do this a lot. He's very versatile. He can come out and play somebody up high. He got good quickness, and he's obviously got that size, so somebody can't take him down low either. So very versatile defender.
Just got to keep him out of foul trouble.
That's right.
Chandler, number 4. Now they go inside, 23. That's Guess. He's a freshman, plays a lot of minutes. He's a football player as well.
I say he's good size for freshmen. Usually they're pretty thin. He is put together. Big kid.
So they have a few football players on this Warren Central roster. We'll get to him a little bit later, but he is definitely one of them. Javon Guess, freshman, 6'4", wearing number 23 today. Trojans on offense for the first time tonight. No score here early on. 6:50 to play first quarter. And you're right, good crowd here today.
Yeah.
Warren Central's brought a great crowd. You see Center Grove fans on the other side. And Cerny, who was scoreless last night, rare scoreless game for the senior, gets the first 2 here today.
Yeah, that's a good start for Tyler. He struggled a little bit last night. Didn't take a lot of shots, but struggled a little bit from the field. And so great to see him kind of get off on his first shot. And hopefully that builds his confidence to a big game.
Devin Holman, junior, 6'2" guard. He's wearing number 3 today, and Bundy tries to take the charge. They're going to put a blocking foul on Jalen Bundy, his first, team's first.
Yeah, probably a good call there. Bundy really didn't let Guess get a chance to kind of come down with that. The refs will call that every time. Good idea, just got a little bit too close to him.
Davis, catch and shoot on the right elbow, swish, high arching shot, beautiful looking shot. Again, averaging 20 points a ball game, and he ties the game at 2-2.
Yeah, that was a soft touch. That was kind of a little bit of a fall away jumper kind of off that pick. Not an easy shot. He made it look easy.
6-minute mark, first quarter. Marcus Ankney has really shot it well as of late for the Trojans. 23 points against Lawrence Central last Friday. Missed shot there by the Trojans, Bundy. Davis will slow it up. Marcus last night, 14 points. Should say 17 points.
Yeah, so he had 10 in that fourth quarter. Kind of decisive playing, free throws, a couple threes, and played well.
It was Jordan Bonds who had 14 last night, one of his best efforts of the season. Trojans playing the man-to-man defense. We did see some 2-3 zone last night out of the Trojans in the second half. Wow. What a move by the freshman, Javon Guess. His first basket. And you're right, Rick. He is strong. And again, we emphasize only a freshman.
I'll tell you what, he's going to be, you don't see many freshmen on the varsity team at this level, much less starting. So he's quite an athlete, as you said, football player too, but he's going to be a heck of a player as he gets going forward.
Cerny driving, left it short. Good aggressive take by Tyler Cerny. DeAndre Davis, head coach for Warren Central. Corner 3 is good. Beautiful shot by Paul Chandler, averaging 8 points a ball game. His first basket, 7-2. Warren Central leads it early, 4:35 to go in this opening quarter. And now a quick timeout to allow Marcus Ankney, the junior, to tie his tennis shoe.
That's where Warren Central's so dangerous. Davis is such a unique player at 6'8", to be kind of almost a point guard. You got to kind of not only stay on him, you got to stop him, and that leads to people being wide open in the corners for shots, and that's just right what happened to Chandler right there.
Marcus Ankney into Bennett, off the glass, good. He scores on Guess. So you got a couple of Basker football players there going against each other today. 7-4, Trojans down 3. They try to lob it inside to Guess. Almost got away from him. He chases it down. Goes back to Davis. Davis trying to drive. Taken away by Bonds. Now Bennett steps out with some help defense. Cerny extends on Chandler. Chandler already 1 3-pointer in today's game. Into the backcourt. Chased down by Bonds. He lost the dribble. Davis gets it back. Throws it ahead. 12, that's Chandler Jackson inside. Guess the freshman, so strong. He scores his second basket. He's got 4. 9-4 Warren Central. Whistle, mid-court referee puts a foul against Warren Central.
I think that's going to be Davion Holman, his first. And a little bit different. Both teams, you saw North Central press last night. They were really doing kind of that 1-2-2 diamond press. Warren is playing a pure man-to-man all over the court.
Ethan McComb checks in for the Trojans. 31 three-pointers on the season for McComb, 38% beyond the arc. 3:10 to play. We're in the first quarter. Center Grove led early 2-zip, but since then it's been Warren Central on top. Good ball movement. Ankney, deep left corner. Guess the freshman covers him up quickly. Trying to throw it into Bennett. Tipped away. Picked up by Marcus. Bonds posting. Splits the defenders. He'll get 2 shots. No, maybe not. They're going to say out of bounds on the floor. Coach Hahn not liking that call. Out of bounds.
That's Holman's second foul, though, and they're going to take him out.
Devin Holman checks out. We'll see number 31, Cordell Edwards, sophomore, 5'9" guard. Also Joey Smits in for the Trojans, number 20 with the ball. The sophomore last night played well. Had some quality minutes in the win against North Central. Deep left corner 3. Hit a 3 last night early on and does it again here today.
Well, that is almost deja vu. This time it took him about 5 seconds. Last night it was 2 before he got his first three-pointer. Good job by Joey to be ready to come off the bench.
That's Center Grove's first three-pointer today. Cuts the deficit to 2. 2:20 to play first quarter. Davis is going to launch a deep 3. Almost got it to go. Here comes Ethan McComb. Bundy. Smits. Bonds. Bennett posting inside. They rotate it to Bundy. Hands it off to Smits. We're inside 2 minutes to play first quarter. Whistle and a legal screen as Bonds handed it off to Smits, and as he was rolling to the basket, he's called for like the moving pick, if you will.
That's a tough one because he really didn't get much of an advantage. We didn't get the pick and roll to go the bucket or even the pick inside. It was just kind of one of those things where he moved a little too quickly, and they got him for the push-off.
1:40 to play first quarter. Penetration by the new player in the game, that's Edwards. Good swarming defense on Jackson, but he's able to maintain his composure, and he scores his first basket. 11-7, Warren Central. Trojans have lost 11 straight to the Warren Central Warriors, trying to snap that streak here today. Warren Central off to a good start. Warren, maybe one of the best teams going right now. As we mentioned, 6 straight wins. They've won 9 of their last 10. They're peaking at the right time with the tournament starting in just a couple of weeks.
They are, and it's such an even year this year, too. Everybody's kind of beating everybody, so it's 10, 12 teams that potentially win the tournament. Davis' second bucket there. Nice give and go. Davis gets in that low. You're not going to stop him.
13-7. Warren Central, 40 seconds to go in this opening quarter. McComb, shot fake, goes baseline, pull up, long on the shot. Warren Central with the basketball, 30 seconds to play first quarter. May go for the final shot of the quarter, we shall see.
Well, if you see Coach Davis yelling, has that one up there.
It appears they're going to work it for one final shot. We're down to 18 seconds. Quarter number 1 here in the West Gym at Center Grove High School. Three-pointer by Chandler. Wow. He drilled his second three-pointer in today's game. That was huge.
Yeah, that's a big shot there.
And a last-second shot is off the mark by the Center Grove Trojans, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here in the West Gym. And the Center Grove Trojans trail Warren Central 16-7. Today's game being presented by IU Health.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you. with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Center Grove Trojans hosting McRival, the Warren Central Warriors, in a matinee here in the West Gym. Getting underway here in the second quarter. Center Grove in front, or actually down 16-7. Again, the Warriors in front, 16-7. Trojans with the basketball to begin quarter number 2. Joey Schmitz going to the basket with the left hand, got bumped, no foul. They play on. Here comes Davis. He's tied up, and we're going to say jump ball. Great defense by Tyler Cerny.
That was good defense by Tyler. Davis is going full bore and made a nice spin move, but Tyler was right there and got his hands on the ball. Nice play.
Warren Central throws it in. On the baseline, Davis. And that's going to be blocked by Ankney, but it goes right to Javon Guess, and he scores his 6th point. I'm impressed with this freshman, Javon Guess.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with Warren Central, Kevin. We're talking off air. They're very good defensively. They've got some shooters. They've got a star player. They've got some decent size. It's going to be a tough team to beat coming state tournament time.
Tyler down the lane. Runner goes in. Got the roll. Tyler Cerny, very assertive here in this game. He's got a couple of points, a couple of baskets for 4 points. Again, did not score last night in the win against North Central, so he's been a lot more assertive here offensively today against Warren Central. And now Guess is tied up. We're going to have another jump ball, another great defensive effort by the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, A.J. Hollibar kind of was there, looked like he got beat, but he made a nice move as Guess spun and got his hand right on top of that ball. Good call by the refs, and it's going to be Trojan basketball. 2 good defensive plays in a row. Kevin, you're right. I like the way Tyler Cerny is being aggressive going to the basket. He's not settling for jumpers, and he's leading the Trojans right now in scoring with 4 points. Hopefully he can keep that going.
6:30 to play until halftime. Here comes Ankney with the left hand off the glass scores. That's basket number 1 for Marcus Ankney. Love to take good use of the left hand.
Good use of the left hand, and Trojans, I like that they're starting to drive a little bit now rather than settle for jumpers. I like to see that.
6:20 to play. Second quarter. Lean-in shot doesn't go for number 12. That's Chandler Jackson. Olivar gets a tough rebound. Trojans pushing. Smith steps into the 3. It's short. Chased down by Tyler Cerny. Coach On calls out the play. Trojans now get into a half-court set. Inside 6 minutes to play second quarter. Center Grove off to a good start here in the second quarter. Missed shot. Chased down by Vons. Around the perimeter. Center Grove really moving the basketball. And now Cerny falls to the floor on the shot, and they're going to put a blocking foul on Devin Holman. And, Rick, that's number 3 on Devin Holman.
Holman just got back in the game after sitting out for a good amount of that first quarter. He's walking straight to the sideline. Warren Central has 3 fouls total, and Holman's got all 3 of them. A couple new players for Warren in. Damian Keys for the first time in today. And number 20, that's Zeke Kirby, freshman, in for the first time.
Another foul against Warren Central.
Kevin, looking on the court, you can see number 20, Kirby. He looks like a freshman. You look at Guess, and he looks like a freshman in college. That's what he looks like.
Good point. Jordan Vaughn shooting a couple of free throws. Misses on the first. One more for the senior, Jordan Vaughns. Another update, Rick. We just got word Drake Buchanan, 182-pounder, won his semifinal match. He will be wrestling for a state championship later tonight, along with 145-pound senior for Center Grove, Hayden Watson. So Center Grove's 2 top wrestlers in their respective weight classes in the state of Indiana going to the state finals tonight. So hopefully later tonight we're talking about 2 state champions for Center Grove.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see. That's a great culmination of careers for those guys. Going to both wrestle in college, but it would be nice for them to get a gold medal for the state championship.
So Vons hits 1 out of 2. Center Grove down 6. 5:38 to play. We're in the second quarter. And now an official comes here to the sideline to have a discussion. Don't know if it's something to do with the clock or what exactly the problem is. 5:38 is what's on the clock. It's 18-12. Center Grove in front by 6. We're in the second quarter. Center Grove so far 5 points in this second quarter, and for Warren Central just 2 points so far. So Center Grove doing a really good job offensively to begin this second quarter. Looks like a player, is it Damian Keys coming back into the game? Maybe they didn't do a proper substitution.
I think that's right. Guess was going to come back in, but I think he came in before they didn't get to the bench quick enough, so they made Keys go back in.
Keys, number 30, freshman. He came in for Holman. Again, he's on the bench for Warren Central with 3 fouls. 5:25 to go until halftime. Trojans, are they in a zone? It looks like they might be playing a little bit of zone here. And Davis misses, gets his own rebound. On the putback attempt, he's fouled. So Davis goes to the line to shoot some free throws. Holibar picks up the personal foul. That'll be his first 3 against the Trojans.
Pretty clean game tonight, Kevin. We've Trojans only have 3 fouls and Warren has 4. So neither team near the 1-1 as of yet.
Davis hits on the first, 5 points for Davis. Zeke Kirby back in for Warren Central along with Javon Guess, and he hits on the next free throw as well. So 6 points for the University of Louisville commits. Tay Davis, 6 points for him so far here in today's ball game. Warren Central by 8, 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Marcus Ankney gets a high ball screen from Bonds to Bundy. Bundy couldn't handle the pass. Elliott throws it ahead to Guess. Now to the baseline. Chandler now brings it out. Jackson to Guess, goes back to Jackson, deep left corner. He launches the 3. It's short. A.J. Holibar with the rebound. Outlet to Bonds, off the glass, scores. Great job by Jordan Bonds to run the floor to get his first field goal. Great pass by Ankney.
That was a good Jordan Bonds credit. You know, the big guy underneath, and he's running that court and deserves that bucket. That was a nice move.
3 points for Jordan Bonds. Trojans within 6. 4:20 to play. We're in the opening half.
Trojans in that 2-3 zone. This worked well for them last night against North Central. We'll see if Warren Central's got some shooters to break it.
Inside Guess saves it. Goes to Jackson. Skip pass. Chandler inside, back to Guess. He scores. He's got 8 to lead the way for the Warren Central Warriors.
That's the tough thing about Warren Central. They got Davis out there, got it up on top at 6'8". He's able to see over top everybody, and very good passer. That was a really nice pass to Guess for a bucket.
Knocked out of bounds by Davis. Center Grove will throw it in, as we'll see Shane Bennett back in the game for CG, replacing Holibar. (22-14). Center Grove trails. 3:35 to play.
Oh boy!
In this second quarter, and a good foul by Bundy. Davis on his way to breakaway dunk. Foul by Jalen Bundy. That'll be number 2 on Jalen, the sophomore.
Yeah, looks like Coach Hanna called a play and to get it to top of the key there to Bonds, but boy, he was blanketed, and Bundy kind of forced it in there anyway. Good defense by Davis, and that was a good foul because he had an easy dunk going the other way. Unfortunately, that is Jalen's second foul, so he has to leave the game.
Joey Schmitz checks in for Jalen. Trojans continue to play the zone defense. Good step out, good hedge by Bennett. Davis, double team. A little bit too much contact. Foul against the Trojans. I believe that might be Jordan. If so, that'll be number 2.
I think they're going to get McCone, maybe.
They're going to put it on Jordan Bonds.
Rats.
That'll be number 2. We talked about that early on. He's matched up with Davis, their top player, and just want to try to keep Jordan out of foul trouble. So he's got 2 with 3:10 to go in this opening half. And Jordan remains in the ball game. He remains on Davis, and it just pretty much says that's what Coach Hahn needs. He needs him in the game to give you.
I agree. I think you got to kind of leave him. You take him out, they get another couple buckets, and it's going to get away from us here. So right now, kind of that tenuous 8-point game right here. Really got to keep it around there before halftime.
Coach Hahn wanted a travel. The official said he juggled the ball. That's why the travel was not called. Didn't really possess it. Davis, double team. Now is going to drive it and goes left, puts it up off the glass with the right hand, and so impressive. He's got 8 points in the ball game.
Well, he sure is. That was a pretty move, a kind of reverse layup, spun around, and he is an awfully good player.
Largest lead for the Warriors at 10, 24-14, 2:20 to play, second quarter, and Ankney too hard off the glass on the drive. Outlet pass, Chandler. He's going to pull up, launches the three, and got it. He's got 3 threes in the ball game, 9 points. Timeout called by Coach Hahn. This will be a full timeout by Coach Hahn. 2:08 to play. We're in the second quarter, and Warren Central again. I'm very impressed with this Warren Central team. We talked about it on our pregame show, Rick, last night. They get the win against Carmel in a very low-scoring game, 41-38. Earlier in the season, they beat Lawrence Central, where both teams scored over 100 points. So they've got that ability to play that controlled style and also to play that up-tempo.
They do, and they're kind of watching them. They're not, you can't just key. I mean, obviously Davis is their top player, but they've got other guys. I mean, Chandler's really been shooting the ball well. He's got a nice touch from outside. You've got Guest, the freshman, that big, strong kid inside. A couple other guys that can get down the floor and play good defense. So they are an all-around strong team, as typical Warren Central teams are, but I'm very impressed. They're better than what I thought they were.
Warren Central's won 11 straight against the Trojans. CG hasn't defeated the Warriors since 2011. Coach Hahn wanted a reach-in foul. Smits goes baseline. Ankney drives, high arching shot off the glass. Good, great touch by Marcus. His 4th point. .140 to play until intermission. McComb, good pressuring defense on Chandler. Gets away from McComb. The runner doesn't go for Chandler. McComb, outlet pass goes to Joey Schmitz. The sophomore chases it down, goes under the basket. His pass to the corner, just a little bit off target, and Marcus couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that was too bad because Marcus was wide open in that corner. Just a little bit of a low pass, and Marcus kind of tried to make a one-hand stab at it. Went out of bounds. So Trojans 11 points down. That would have been a biggie to get a 3 there to cut it to 8.
Tyler Cerny back in for the Trojans. McComb takes a break. Jordan Bonds just picked up his 3rd foul. And now I think you got to take Jordan Bonds out with 3.
That was a tough one because Davis kind of got a move on him, and Jordan rather probably would have been nice just to let him go and have somebody else help out on him, but he reached in to kind of grab him, and that's his 3rd foul. He's going to have to go to the bench for the rest of the first half.
Olivar in for the Trojans, and now Holman comes back in for Warren. He's playing with 3 fouls. AJ's going to do what he can to try and stick with Davis. Good defense by Cerny on the point guard out on top. Holman, bounce pass. Jackson travels on the takeoff. 20 back in, Zeke Kirby, another freshman for Warren Central. They got a nice mix. They got a lot of seniors, a few juniors, and then 2 very talented freshmen.
I agree, Kevin. They have leading scorers are their seniors, but you're right, playing a couple freshmen and Guest and Kirby, and that bodes well for Warren Central. Just kind of every year kind of reloads. They don't rebuild.
50 seconds to play until halftime. Bennett works against Guest, lost it. Finds Ankney. Marcus pulls it out with the dribble. Olivar, kind of a reach around bounce pass to Bennett. He scores. Great execution. That's Shane's 4th point.
Good job there by the Trojans. And we kind of mentioned that last night. I think we had to do that more. Get that into Bennett inside. Let him work, or he's a good passer. Pass it back out to an open player.
Warren Central going for the final shot. Coach Davis in his 2nd year as the head coach of the Warriors saying go for the final shot, and we'll see Tay Davis dribbling high left side. Holibar with the assignment on Davis. Down to 9 seconds. Down the lane. Reaches out with the left hand, missed it. Marcus throws it ahead to Cerny. Off the glass, scores. And that will take us to halftime. That's 6 points for Tyler Cerny, and what a flurry of finish for the Center Grove Trojans right before that halftime buzzer. And again, solid defense, Rick, in that first half, and then Ankeny had the ability to find Cerny breaking to the basket for the final two.
Yeah, that was a nice job of the defense. Davis got around, thought he had a layup. Trojans all came back to help to make it a little tougher than just an easy layup. And good job by the rebound, and nice job by Cerny taking off there. Got that layup right before the buzzer. Good finish.
Before we go to halftime, let's watch the Center Grove varsity cheer team as they perform here at intermission. The Center Grove High School competitive cheer team just returned from Orlando, Florida, where they participated in the Nationals for the first time in school history. So congratulations to Coach Nicole Delp and the CG competitive cheer team on their appearance in the Nationals. Here we go. Let's take a watch. Center Grove cheer team performing here at intermission. Our halftime score 27-20. Warren Central leads Center Grove in this matinee in the West Gym. We'll take a break. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball presented by IU Health.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
From our license plate recognition and hassle-free conveyor belt to our free vacuum stations and mat washers, Kopetsky Auto Wash is here to make sure we leave you with an extraordinary experience. We are always committed to delivering you a quick, quality, clean, is lathered, and fun. We are committed to serving our community through ongoing support of Center Grove academics, athletics, arts, and beyond. We are rooted in community and proud to offer our ongoing support to the organizations and individuals within it.
At Systems, we believe in one simple idea, that it should be easy to get great water. That's why we provide a hassle-free sales process with money-back guarantees and the best warranties anywhere, all on equipment made in the USA. In fact, at Aqua Systems, we make it so easy to fix your home's water that 9 out of 10 people who shop with us buy from us. Contact Aqua Systems today. You'll love your water.
Hi, I'm Lana from Ray Skillman Buick GMC, and this is why Ray Skillman is different. First and foremost, Ray Skillman is a family-owned dealership and has been serving Hoosiers for more than 30 years. We truly care about our community and take pride in giving back to our neighbors and friends. Come see us at Ray Skillman Buick GMC.
Just a half mile north of the Greenwood Park Mall.
Back inside the West Gym at Center Grove High School here at halftime. Warren Central leads Center Grove 27-20. Scoring summary from the first half. The Trojans were down 16-7 after the first quarter. Much better here in the second quarter. Center Grove outscored the Warriors 13-11 to cut that deficit to 7. And Rick, the Trojans just looked a little more aggressive with the offense in that second quarter.
They did. I think they started going to bucket a little bit more, which was nice to see. Got it into Shane Bennett when he got back in there, and that was a nice move by him. And picked up their defense a little bit. Warren's shot very well. They've hit, Chandler especially has hit 3 3-pointers, and that's hurt him, and Guest has really hurt him inside some. But overall, hanging in that game, and that was a nice finish. Got 4 points really in the last 10 seconds or so. Last 30 seconds or so for the Trojans. Cut it to 7, and that's as close we've been in a little while.
Rick, you have our halftime scores.
I do. For the Trojans, we had 5 players score in that first half. We were led by Tyler Cerny. Good first half for him. Tyler had 2 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. He has 6 points. Shane Bennett, kind of aforementioned, did a nice job making a couple nice moves inside. He had 4 points. Marcus Ankney had 4 points also, all those coming in the second quarter. 3 points for Jordan Vaughns, and unfortunately he's got 3 fouls also, so we'll see how the Trojans handle that in the second half. And 3 points on a 3-pointer early by Joey Smith as soon as he came in the game. For Warren Central, they only have 4 players that scored, but they have 3 of them that have scored a lot. So 9 points, as we mentioned, from Paul Chandler. He had all those on 3-pointers, and I don't think he missed a shot. It was 3 for 3 from the field and played really well. Tay Davis, leading scorer, going to Louisville for Warren Central, averaged 20 points a game. He had 8 in that first half. Trojans did overall a pretty good job on him, I'd say, but he's a strong player, and he creates a lot, too, on his end. Javon Guest, the freshman, is very impressive. He had 8 points all on the inside, and he's a big, strong kid and tough to stop inside when he gets it. And Chandler Jackson contributed 2 points to round out scoring for the Warriors.
Warren Central back out on the court warming up. Center Grove still in the locker room. Today, again, a big day in Center Grove sports. Not just this basketball game. Again, in wrestling, Center Grove has advanced 2 wrestlers to the state championship tonight. Drake Buchanan, 182-pounder, and in the 145-pound class, Hayden Watson, both seniors. So best of luck to both of those individuals tonight. And last year they were state runner-up, and hopefully they can get that state championship medal tonight. Also today, the Center Grove boys swimming team in the sectional finals at Franklin. And an update, Garrett Christ breaks the school record for the Trojans in the 200-yard individual medley with a time of 1 minute, 52 seconds. And just pretty cool there. He's a senior, and he's going out big time with the school record. And they're trying to give Coach Todd a sectional title today as he's retiring at the conclusion of the season. And looking at my notes, I'll get it here in just a second. The Trojans are going for sectional title number 28 in swimming for boys swimming, and all those under Coach Todd as well. So
I think I read the other day in a journal that Coach Todd has been 40 years with the program. That's
a long time.
That is a long time. It's amazing.
I think it was the mid-1980s when he started as the head coach here for Center Grove. So they're trying to send him out with a sectional title on the boys' side of things. The girls won the sectional title here at Center Grove a couple of weeks back. So now the boys trying to get it done today at Franklin. At this time, a big thank you to our following Center Grove boys basketball sponsors for the 2021-22 season. Our presenting sponsor, IU Health. Also by Pella Windows and Doors, Ray Skillman Auto Group, Kopesky Auto Wash, BDC Landscaping, Northwestern Mutual, Blake Hornsby, Reese Restoration, Duke Homes, Mark Linder Team of Century 21 Sheets, Matt Beecher Builder, Street Dreams, Century 21 Sheets, Tiffany McClurg Realtor, Southside Cryotherapy, Eric McClurg of Edward Jones Financial, Garment Factory Events, Ella's Frozen Yogurt, Eric Lazier Photography, Rice Barrett Family Wealth, Aqua Systems, Super Sports, and Texas Roadhouse. Center Grove now to its bench, as well as Warren Central. So we're getting ready for the third quarter. Rick, once again, I'm really impressed with the crowd today. Typically, when you have a Saturday afternoon game, you just don't really draw much of a crowd. But I'm impressed not only with Center Grove's crowd, but also Warren Central has really brought a nice crowd. They're sitting just to our left.
I agree. Yeah, Warren definitely has a very nice crowd on hand today. And yeah, it's nice. This gym kind of makes sometimes the crowd look a little bit bigger because the gym's not as big as obviously our main gym, but more of a cozy surrounding as it's that bowl shape. But I love that scenario. So kids are right close to the floor. It's gotten loud in here, and hopefully the Trojans can really get it loud going forward if they can make this comeback.
Warren Central with the basketball to begin the third quarter. Warriors in front, 27-20. Quick glance, Trojans, original starters with Bundy, Bonds, Ankney, Cerny, and Bennett. Rick, I look down just a moment. What do we have there?
That was an attempted dunk by Davis. I think that was Cerny got up there to block it from behind.
Left hand, Ankney scores. Marcus Ankney had a great second quarter, and it continues here in the third. He's got 6.
It's a great start for the Trojans. Great defensive play on one end and come down and get the layup on the other. And we've got this down to 5-point game. And you can hear the crowd getting back into it here for the Trojans.
Original starters for Warren Central: Holman, Chandler, Davis, Jackson, and Guess. Holman again playing with 3 fouls. He's number 3 for Warren Central. Bonds playing with 3 fouls for Center Grove as well. Coach on at the moment going with Tyler Cerny on Davis. With Bonds with 3 fouls, he's moved Bonds on to number 4, Chandler. And you see Cerny now applying the pressure on Davis.
Yeah, that's a good challenge for Tyler Cerny. He's an awfully aggressive defender and definitely outside, but he's certainly not going to be out tough.
Davis going to the basket, stripped off his leg, out of bounds. It'll be Trojan ball. Davis not happy, a little bit frustrated. It appeared Tyler was beat by a step, but he's able to kind of come back and swipe at the ball and knock it off his leg.
Exactly. It's smart play by Tyler just to get his hand in there, and it did go right off Davis's leg, and Davis just kind of looks a little sheepish out there like, what's going on?
Trojans down 5, Rick. They've got an opportunity here to get to a 1-possession game. Cerny lost his footing, and it's going to be picked up by Warren Central. Jackson. Holman works against Bundy. Now to Davis, and now Bonds matched up on Davis. Cerny switches over onto Chandler. Inside, Jackson's foul. He'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Shane Bennett there on the foul, but he held him from getting an easy layup.
6:05 to play. We're in the third. Trojans good energy out of the locker room to begin the third quarter.
Sure have. Good defensive plays and nice drive by Marcus Ankney.
Jackson short on the first free throw. He's a senior, 6'6". Field goal, 2 points back in the first quarter. He averages 15 points a ball game. Better arch, but he's long with it. Battle for the rebound. Bonds comes up with it. And now we'll see full court pressure by the Warren Central Warriors. Let's see how the Trojans handle the pressure. And that goes right through the hands of Jordan Bonds. I don't think it was a bad pass.
No,
he just misjudged the speed of the pass, maybe.
Kind of one of those plays you're kind of running before you catch it.
Good job by Shane Bennett. Gets the steal and saves it. Throws it to Ankney. Now Cerny tries a 3 and got it. Tyler Cerny got 9 points in the ball game. His first three-pointer today. And the Trojans on a run.
How about this comeback, Kevin? 27-25. Great job by Coach Hahn and team to come out off the that second half bench and really put it to Warren Central. Looks like we got a lot more energy out there.
Out of bounds. Trojan ball. Timeout, Warren Central. DeAndre Davis, the head coach for the Warriors, calls a timeout. He's seen enough. 30-second timeout. 5-0 run for the Trojans to begin the third quarter, and Center Grove's got this down to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, great job. You could just see when Coach Davis called that timeout, Trojans are all out in the court to hold all the players and racing over there. Coach Davis had to kind of gesture to kids run over there because they were walking back. So there's some frustration out there for Warren Central and Trojans. What a great start to this half.
5:16 to play in the third. Warren Central not able to find the basket as of yet. No points for the Warriors here in the second half.
The Trojans are on a 9-0 run going in from that scored the last 4 of that first half, first 5 here. So quite a run by Center Grove.
Full court pressure by the Warriors. 1-2-2. Keys, freshman, number 30. Chasing here on the front end of this press. Center Grove gets it across the timeline. Ankney inside Bennett. Spin move, goes off the glass, missed it. Good defense by Guess. Davis. Jackson steps into the three. It's short.
Oh, okay.
Almost got away from the Trojans. Cerny picks it up. Tyler will slow it up. Finds Marcus Ankney between the circles. Now point guard, the sophomore, Jalen Bundy. 4:40 to play, third quarter. Center Grove has a chance to tie, possibly take the lead with a three-pointer. I don't think Center Grove's led since 2-0.
No, you're right. And Warren's kind of playing looks like a man-to-man, but very much a trapping. They're bringing, whoever has that ball up top, they're bringing an extra player to come get it.
Tyler Cerny, nice take to the basket, draws contact, foul against Davis, and that'll be number 2 on Tay Davis. Number 1 team foul against Warren Central. And they're going to say Tyler was in the act of shooting, so 2 free throws for the senior. He's in double figures. He's leading the way for the Trojans. He's got 10 points. And Rick, I love the response from Tyler Cerny again last night against North Central. Not able to score, but today doing a fine job offensively. He's in double figures with 11.
Yeah, he's done a fine job both sides. He's had a couple defensive plays on a block and a steal, and playing really well. Shooting the ball well today.
Game tied. .410 to play. We're in the third period in the West Gym today at Center Grove High School. Keys to Chandler. Jackson fakes right, goes down the lane. Good help defense by Bonds. He gets Ankney in the air and scores. That was a nice move by Chandler Jackson. He's got 4. He averages 15.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Good job by Marcus to not get that foul, too, because he had him faked up top. But nice play. And Warren gets a steal. That's the first time that press effectiveness, but Surgeons get it back.
And that's Warren Central's first 2 points of the second half. Here comes Bennett with a strong move, and he scores. He's got 6 points. Tied again at 29 apiece. 3:25 to go. We're in the third. Center Grove trying to snap an 11-game losing streak against the Warren Central Warriors. Last time the Trojans beat the Warriors, 2011. Foul against CG. It'll be out of bounds for Warren Central.
Yeah, that'd be Tyler Cerny's first. I was looking because that would have been Jalen Bundy's third foul. They had him double team, but they called on Tyler.
.315 to play in the third. Here comes the freshman. Guess misses, but the follow-up is good by Davis. And Davis, a little bit of a shove after the play on Hollibar.
Yeah, I'm surprised the refs didn't say something there on that. That was a pretty aggressive play by Davis.
Just want to keep things under control from an officiating standpoint. And now Davis with the steal. He pushes. Bounce pass to the corner. Chandler on the drive. Just missed it. On the rebound, foul against Warren Central. And all of a sudden, Coach Davis for Warren Central and the Warren fans getting a little bit upset with the physicality of the game and not liking that call right there.
Well, we saw this last night. We saw a coach get thrown out of the game, and I think a fan get thrown out of the game for North Central last night. And looks like this is getting pretty aggressive here too. Trojans had a fantastic run, and I don't think Warren's too thrilled with that, with the Trojans comeback.
31-29, Center Grove down 2. Warriors continue to stick with this pressing defense. Hollibar throws it to Ankney in the middle of the court. Marcus trying to dribble across the timeline. He does. Throws it to McComb, who just checked in. Inside to Hollibar. He's going to try to force it up. He's got it blocked out of bounds. It'll be Trojan ball. AJ just couldn't see, but there was a man open in the corner.
Yeah, I saw it. Joey Smith was wide open that corner if he could have gotten there, but he was draped by a couple of Warren Central players.
McComb finds Smits. Bonds now to Marcus. Ankney off the hardwood a couple of times. Around the perimeter, Smits. High arching shot, short on the 3. Had to shoot it very high with the arch because Davis at 6'8" was in his face.
Yeah.
2:10 to play, third quarter. We got a good one here in the West Gym today. Jackson with the right hand, left it short, gets his own rebound, goes back up with the left hand, missed it. Battle for the rebound, it's Marcus Ankney pulling it down for the Trojans. Trojans have a chance here to tie. Take the lead on a 3. Center Grove hasn't led since 2-0 in that first quarter, and now a holding call against Warren Central. It will be Jackson picking up his first foul, and number 3 against the Warren Central Warriors. Freshman Damian Keys back in for Warren Central. Chandler Jackson gets a break. Smits to throw it in, finds Marcus. Skip pass, McComb. Smits inside to Vons. He's triple team. Trojans rotate it to McComb. No look pass to Hollibar with the left hand, missed it. Vons, though, with the offensive rebound, he's fouled. And Jordan Vons will go to the free throw line to get some free throws, and then following the play, we'll have a technical foul called against the freshman, Javon Guess. So Javon Guess picks up the technical, and that'll be also a personal foul, so I believe that'll be number 3 according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, because
he may have also got the foul on the play.
He got the foul, and that was what he was complaining about.
So a foul in the technical, so 2 personal fouls against Javon on that one play. He's got 3 fouls with 1:32 to play in the third. Center Grove at the line shooting some free throws with Jordan Vons, and he hits the first to get within 1.
You can see the Warriors kind of coming a little unglued here, so to speak. They've been frustrated, not very happy with maybe what the coach is telling them, and not very happy with refs either. And Vaughn hits both free throws, and we've got a tie game, Kevin. What a great comeback.
So I believe those were your free throws as Jordan Vons was fouled.
That's right.
And he got 2 free throws, and now McComb is shooting the technical foul shots. Misses on the first. First trip to the free throw line today for McComb. He has not scored in today's game. He shoots 81% from the free throw line, and he hits on the next one. So first point for McComb, and that puts Center Grove in the lead for the first time since leading 2-0. 1:32 to play. We're in the third quarter. Trojans 32, Warriors 31. Following the technical, the Trojans get the ball back. McComb way off on that 3. A.J. Hollibar, though, there to clean it up, and he gets the basket.
I'm sure McComb's going to call that a pass with that air ball, but
most
Hollibar was right there for that layup.
He'll want an assist for that. And Center Grove, Rick, with its largest lead of 3, 34-31, a minute to go in the third.
Just night and day compares to that second quarter. Trojans really doing a nice job. Both ends of the court.
Foul against the Trojans. Edwards fouled. McComb picks up his first foul. Number 3 against the Trojans. 51 seconds to play in the third quarter. We go back to Davis. Davis pivoting, now goes to the basket. Good patience, goes off the glass and scores. That was another beautiful move. He's got 12.
Yeah, I think Tay Davis just decided, you know what, we need a bucket. I'm going to go get one.
Hollibar picks up a personal foul. Looked like maybe an illegal screen of some sort.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It was definitely off the ball.
So Hollibar has 2 fouls. 4 team fouls against the Trojans. 30 seconds to play in the third, and once again it appears Warren may be content to go for the final shot of the quarter.
Obviously got to watch Davis, but you got to keep an eye on. We've seen Paul Chandler hit these threes outside. Oh, gosh, Jordan.
Foul against Jordan Vons. Just a little bit of a hand check, and that's going to be number 4 foul on Jordan Vons. That's a tough break for Jordan.
That was a tough call, but you just, again, I know a high school kid, but you just can't do that with 3 fouls 35, 40 feet from the bucket. 17 seconds left here. Definitely Warren's going to go for one now.
Davis. Cerny tried to take a charge, no call. Down to 8 seconds. Ball's tipped in the backcourt. Cerny chases it down, finds Ankney in the lane, and just rolled out.
Oh, wow.
Bennett was taken down to the floor hard, and Coach Hahn quickly out on the floor trying to separate the players. Again, it was a hard rebound. I'm not for sure if it's going to be a foul or a jump ball, but just trying to keep things under control. But Bennett was thrown hard to the floor. We got, I believe, maybe the end of the quarter. Let's see if there's a foul. Was it a jump ball, or are they just going to say the quarter's over?
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Warren Central, I think.
So a foul against Warren Central, but I believe that should be 17 fouls or 6.
I think that is the 6th on them, so I don't think we get shots. I think that's just going to be the end of the quarter.
Glover picks up his first foul, and that'll be 16 fouls against Warren Central, and that will be the end of the quarter. Oh, my. Fireworks here in this third quarter. What's the fourth quarter going to be like?
Yeah, wow.
Center Grove in front, 34-33 at the end of the third quarter. This is Trojan Basketball, presented by IU Health.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
It'll be Center Grove basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Center Grove in front, 34-33. Here we go. Center Grove trying to get back-to-back wins here in the conference. Beating North Central last night. Foul out on top going against Davis. That'll be number 3 against Tay Davis. And now we'll see 1-1 for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was a good. Trojans got a little break there. Davis over the back, but we saw that in the first half where we kind of had that play that, and Jalen Bundy was set on throwing it. At that time it was Cerny versus Vaughns. He stole it in the first half for a dunk. This time he got the foul in. Wow, and that's surprising. The refs let Jackson come back in as Cerny had the ball ready to shoot.
Cerny 11 points in today's game. He's 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. 66% free throw shooter on the season. Good rotation, gets the first one.
Well, he's got a touch today. He really looks good in that free throw line. He hasn't touched the rim yet on those shots. Looking good. Tyler missed the second one.
So the Trojans by 2, 35-33. We're underway in this fourth quarter in the West Gym. Center Grove outscored Warren 14-6, Rick, in that third quarter. That was a big third quarter by the Trojans.
And one thing I think Coach Hahn, somewhat by necessity, but really a good move switching Cerny over on Davis. He's done a really nice job just pestering him, and Davis had a tough time scoring here in the second half comparison to first.
Trying to find a teammate, almost a really second count, and now it's going to be out of bounds. Center Grove's defense forcing the turnover, and you're right, Rick, putting Cerny on Davis, and they're also keeping another defender near Davis, and right now Warren's just a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah, they sure are. They definitely are making some tougher passes, been a little frustrated, and Trojans doing a great job on the defensive end and being pretty clean on the offensive side too, getting their shots, and boy, what a nice comeback so far.
6:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Marcus to the basket and scores again. Great take by Marcus Ankney. He's got 8 points. Trojans matching their largest lead of 4 points, 37-33. 6:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Guess and Bennett continue to battle in the low posts. Again, 2 football players, 2 football bodies, a lot of physicality inside between those 2. Skip pass, left baseline, drive by Edwards, taken away by Schmitz. Marcus with the dribble, flips it back to Cerny. Cerny terminates the dribble, goes back to Marcus with 6 minutes to play in the fourth. Trojans trying to add to their largest lead of 4. And now Jalen Bundy had it knocked away. Good defense by Warren Central. Edwards. And Edwards fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. Tough foul there by Jalen Bundy.
Yeah, you can see Warren, whenever somebody gets up top, they're running a second defender over to trap. And that time kind of tapped away from Jalen. And good foul by Trojans after. That's Bundy's third, but that was going to be an easy layup for the Warriors.
No points today for Edwards. First time to the free throw line, and you're right, that's a good foul. Didn't look too comfortable in that free throw.
Not.
And we'll see Javon Guest check out of the ball game. He's replaced by another freshman in Damian Keys. Better free throw there. Good arch. Gets his first points. First point for Warren Central here in the fourth quarter. Tyler Cerny's pass. No, intercepted, and now Smith's trying to get it, and he lost it. Davis goes to the basket and charging. Tyler Cerny leads Center Grove with now 7 charges on the season. And for Davis, Rick, that'll be foul number 4.
That's his 4th. That was a tough play on Davis' part. He had 2 guys wide open on either side of him. It was 3-on-1 and decided to try to take it himself. And great job by Tyler Cerny to get in there knowing going to get hit, take that charge. Trojans just kind of keep hanging in there, but Warren's trying to get this fast-paced ragtag. They're pressing all over the court. And there's another almost steal.
Davis knocks it out of bounds. He gets a steal there. I think that's an easy 2-handed slam.
Sure.
Or maybe one.
The Trojans got to take care of the ball. This is 3 times down the court in a row with either steals or Warren's tipping it away. So got to be ready for these guys coming at you to double team you and be ready to make that quick pass.
5.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and now a timeout called by Center Grove head coach Zach Hahn. Good timeout. Looked like Bundy was going to be tied up there at midcourt. Let's see, is this going to be a full timeout? It appears, Rick, it'll be a full timeout by Center Grove. 5:28 to play in the ball game. It's 37-34. The Center Grove Trojans maintain a 3-point advantage over the Warren Central Warriors. You look at the computer rankings, Warren Central ranked number 12 in Class 4A, and the Center Grove Trojans ranked number 24 in 4A. So if the Trojans can somehow hold on to the lead and knock off the Warriors today, I would say this is an upset for the Trojans.
I would agree. I mean, Trojans 9-10. They don't have, that shows you how tough our schedule is and how many close games we played. Being 9-10 and still 24th ranked. So we've had a lot of close games. This is maybe that's going to help us here. We haven't been able to pull all those out, but last night we kind of pulled away in that fourth quarter. And what a great comeback in that third quarter of the Trojans. Let's see if they can hold on here in the fourth. With Davis now with 4 fouls for Warren Central. He can't afford to get another one. That's their top player.
Center Grove is in the 1-1. 18 fouls against Warren Central. The next foul by the Trojans will put the Warriors in the 1-1.
I'm curious to see. Coach Davis has kept Tay Davis in that game here with still 5:26 to go. You'd think we thought maybe take him out until a couple minutes ago, but they're certainly not doing it.
Tyler Cerny goes baseline and rolled it off. Bennett with the rebound, continues to battle for it, and Tyler Cerny's down. He's hurt. And the Warriors go to Keys, and he scores. And now they're going to take a break here to check on Tyler Cerny. He hurt that left ankle.
Yeah, I think he rolled it when he up that layup and came back down on it.
It's his left ankle. They're going to check him out. And Keys gets his first basket to pull Warren Central within 1. 37-36. Warren Central down 1. 5:07 to go. We're in the fourth quarter, and he will exit the ball game. And McComb back in for the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Center Grove. Had that layup that just rolled off, and plus he's been our best player today so far, Tyler has, and now has to leave the game with a rolled ankle.
McComb wide open for a three. It's long.
Oh, boy,
you could just tell when he released it. It just looked long on the release, and it was. And on the battle for the board, it goes out of bounds at last touch, Warren Central. Davis a little slow to get to his feet for Warren Central. It'll be Trojan basketball once play resumes. And now we'll see a full timeout called, I do believe, by Warren Central. 4:55 to play. We're in the fourth quarter. Center Grove clinging to a 1-point lead, 37-36. For the Center Grove Trojans, next week will be the final week of the regular season for Center Grove, and for that matter, for the entire state of Indiana. Center Grove Tuesday will be home against Brownsburg, JV at 6. Varsity at 7:30. We'll be there with a live stream of those two games. Thursday at Columbus North, JV once again at 6, followed by the varsity game at 7:30. And tomorrow will be the sectional draw for the 112th Indiana High School Boys Basketball State Tournament. Center Grove this year playing in the Greenwood sectional. They'll be the hosts. You can watch the pairing show tomorrow from 5 until 7 on ihsaatv.org.
Kevin, I think the term old-fashioned barn burner is a good one for this game. It's been a defensive struggle, and both teams playing extremely aggressively, very hard. And we've seen some hard fouls. We've seen some. We're near the Warren Central sideline, and they've not been too happy with the refereeing here today either. But this is going to go down the wire, I think.
4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the fourth. Center Grove will throw it in front by 1 point, 37-36. Bundy tried to throw it in. It's knocked out of bounds by Jackson. Jackson, senior, 6'6", good size, long arms, knocked that one away. Bundy once again will try to throw it in. He's looking, throws it out on top to Marcus Ankney. Ankney being checked by Keys, the freshman. And ball tipped by Keys, and tried to get a jump ball as Smith tried to get the ball back, and whistle and a foul on the play. It looks like it's going against Joey Schmitz, the sophomore.
Well, we've seen the Trojans really start to struggle with this full court press or this double teaming, and they haven't done it to Marcus. I think that scouting report is maybe don't double Marcus, but anybody else that gets it, they are coming quickly with a second player, and it's affected the Trojans. That's about the fourth time now we either lost it or had a tip pass.
1-1 for the Warren Central Warriors. Again, 17 fouls against CG. Keys at the line where he's 1 out of 2 and hits on that one. Actually, I believe this is the first time at the free throw line he had a field goal for 2 points. 1 out of 1 from the free throw line, and we are tied at 37 apiece, and Warren has a chance here to take the lead, regain the lead.
Coach Hahn has decided that with 4 fouls, 4:45 to go, it's time to get Jordan Vaughns back in the game.
Got them both. He's got 4 points.
He looked good on those free throws. He definitely looks like a guy you don't want to foul late in the game.
He's been quite a lift. Only a freshman. Keys, really some solid defense. Warren Central back in front by 1. 4:40 to play in the fourth. Jordan Vaughns, Ankney, back to Jordan, down the lane, throws it out on top. Bundy, they rotate it. Holibar, skip pass to McComb, tipped out of bounds by Chandler. Trojans maintain possession.
Yeah, those skip passes cross court, you really got to watch that. Warren is so quick. They're allowed to get a hand on, as they did there.
4:25 to go. We're in the fourth. Trojans trail by 1.
You can see him looking around, getting ready to come double.
Holibar double teamed, hands it off to Marcus. Marcus down the lane, goes with the right hand and scores. That's where it is. They're putting so much pressure on the perimeter and on the wings. If you can get down that middle, that's where you want to attack, and Marcus has had some success doing that today. He's got 10 points.
Yeah, Marcus is the one guy that is really not that press is not affected much at all. He's just being aggressive, and if he gets a little opening, he's taking it all the way, which is a good move to make against this Warren Central high pressure.
Trojans back in front by 1, 39-38, 4:10 to play. We have a timeout, full timeout called. So, Rick, let's take a look at the mixed standings. Carmel lost last night at Warren Central, so that's the first loss for the Greyhounds in the conference. But Carmel at 6-1. In second place, Ben Davis at 5-2. Lawrence North also tied for second place at 5-2, followed up by Pike at 3-3. Warren at 2-3. North Central 2-5. Lawrence Central also 2-5, and the Trojans in last place with a 1-5 mark, getting their first win last night against North Central. So again, final conference game for CG here today.
And within reason, though, those teams are a lot more equal than sometimes what those records show. You could pull a couple names out of the hat, and any given night, as we've seen here with Trojans beating North Central last night, and right here in this game, we had Ben Davis on the ropes for most of the game too, and so we can play with any one of them if we're playing our game. And Trojans done a nice job today. Warren Central's really turned up this pressure in this fourth quarter, and Center Grove's handled it okay, not great, but hanging in there, and we'll see what happens those last 4 minutes. Both teams in a 1-on-1. Trojans with a little token pressure here.
1-2-2, trapping defense by the Trojans, mixing things up. Davis out on top, three-pointer off the rim. That's Chandler. He had 3 3-pointers in the first half. Right. Offensive boards, they got a couple of them, and a basket by Davis, and a timeout call by Warren Central. And Tate Davis, 14 points, his first basket here in the fourth, and Warren Central back in front by 1 point.
Well, good job by Warren Central there, just being really aggressive on the offensive boards. 4 of the 5 players are right in there trying to tip it in or get the rebound, and that worked out for him as Davis finally got it and laid it in. And Trojans really got to work on that block out. A little tougher with Bennett out of the game. His strength and beef underneath gets good blockouts. With him out and Vaughn's with 4 fouls and can't make that over the back foul or anything there. Trojans are a bit outsized right now.
Rick, we talked about the Trojans, probably their best win of the season last night against North Central, a very good North Central team. And we wanted to just pass a quick update on Joey Brown, North Central's top player. And boy, what a moment it was last night in the second quarter. He took a hard fall, and the word I got, he received stitches, about 16 stitches around the eye area, a couple of stitches inside the mouth. He also suffered a concussion and also suffered a broken wrist.
Wow.
So one would think he's probably going to be sidelined for the state tournament. It may be, 3, 4, probably 4 weeks possibly. But we wish Joey Brown all the best, and all the best in North Central. That was quite a situation last night.
Yeah, it was a scary situation. He was down on that ground for pretty much 15, 20 minutes, and great to see that he's nothing long-term serious. Hopefully he can maybe find a way to get back if they go a long way in the state tournament.
Center Grove with the basketball, down 1, 3:30 to play. We're in the fourth quarter. Hollabar holds it into the corner. McComb inside to Vons. He gets loose for an easy 2 points. Jordan Vons got 12.
Great job by the Trojans. They're knowing that press is coming, keeping their head up and looking inside when that double team. That means somebody's open. It was Vons, and Vons did a nice job laying it in.
I misspoke for Vons. Let's see, he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points in the ballgame. Three-pointer, short. Again, he had a great first half. Paul Chandler hit 3 threes, but he's been short on a couple of threes here in the fourth quarter. Marcus with the dribble drive into the corner. Bundy. Now to Vons. Center Grove in front, 41-40 with 2:50 to play in the fourth quarter.
Nice pass.
They go inside to Vons, and then they find Marcus open for a 3, and he got it. Big basket by Marcus. He's got 13 points in the ball game, and that's his first three-pointer in today's matchup. And timeout called.
He got Keys, I think, twisted an ankle on that underneath there.
And we see Cerny back in the Trojan huddle. Cerny looked like he hurt his ankle a while back for the Trojans. He went into the locker room with the trainer. Now Cerny back out on the court, so looks like Cerny might be ready to go if needed here for Center Grove. And Center Grove in front, 44-40.
That's great news on Tyler Cerny, not only for today's game, but you don't want him out in a long-term situation either. He's at least good news. He's up and walking back. Like, again, twisted ankle looks like, or maybe he kind of wrenched his knee a little bit. Could be what they're looking at, but hopefully he'll be okay. A great job there. I was hoping Vons would go up to it, but fantastic play to kind of get it back out. They all kind of closed in on him to get to Marcus Ankney for the open 3, and Marcus is deadly there when he's open, and he's had a heck of a fourth quarter here. Marcus has with 7 points leading the Trojans.
19 three-pointers for Marcus Ankney on the season. Leads Center Grove in scoring at 14 per game. He's got 13 today. 2:43 to play in the fourth. Center Grove in front by 4, 44-40. Center Grove trying to snap an 11-game losing streak to the Warren Central Warriors. Davis tried to go inside. He does. Guess misses. Davis tried to get the rebound. It goes to Marcus Ankney. Ankney with the right-handed dribble. Now will bring it out with the dribble.
Guess has lost a shoe. Oh, it comes back and makes the foul.
There's a collision out on top and a foul called against Guess. He was carrying his shoe, and then he runs into Ankney, and he's called for his fourth foul.
That's his fourth foul. That was a tough play. He was trying to grab it and not sure to put it on and race down. He did, and Marcus just kind of dribbling, not seeing him, and Guess reached in, coming by him, got that fourth foul. Marcus going to go to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line today for Marcus, and he hits on the first. He's got 14 points, right at his average. Trojans by 5. We've got 2:20 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, Trojans now, after that second free throw, Trojan will be in a double bonus going forward also.
46-40 Trojans, 2:15 to play. Still plenty of time in this one.
I think this is our largest lead, Kevin.
Jackson lost the handle. Cerny, should say Bundy, picks up the loose ball. Marcus will bring it into the front court.
Good job by Marcus.
We're inside 2 minutes to play, 1:50 to play in the ball game. Trojans 46, Warriors 40. 1:45 to play.
One of these situations where you'll take a good shot, you don't want to force it, but boy, it's going to be really hard to hold it this long against this type of defense.
Bundy pulls it out with the dribble.
Yeah, they're coming a double on every play now.
Marcus in the corner, open for a three. High arching three, rimmed it. Hollibar with the rebound. He's fouled.
And that's Davis's fifth.
2 shots for A.J. Hollibar, and if it's Davis, and it is, he's done his 5th foul. I had him with 14 points in today's game. Again, fine young talent, 6'8" senior, headed to the University of Louisville. He'll exit the ball game with his 5th foul.
Boy, what a great play. Marcus, it almost turned out better if A.J. can hit these free throws. Marcus had that open three, missed it, but Hollibar with a great rebound and getting Davis's 5th foul. That's a big blow for Warren Central.
Hollibar 2 points today. First time at the free throw line. Misses on the first. One more for the senior. 1 minute, 25 seconds remaining in the contest. And comes back, gets the next one.
That puts us to a 3-possession game, Kevin.
47-40.
Oh, good D.
Bennett takes it away. Took it away from Chandler. Again, the Warriors playing without their star player, and Davis, he's on the bench. He fouled out.
It's a good job to get it back to Marcus.
Bennett finds Vons off the glass, and he scores. Jordan Vons, what a ball game. 9 points, 49-40. Trojans now with their largest lead of the ball game. Trojans can smell victory. Plenty of time left. Ball tipped away. Man. Foul against Center Grove. Holman had it tipped away. Foul. It's going to be out of bounds. Nope, it'll be 1-and-1, I do believe. 1-and-1. 18 fouls against the Trojans. Not quite double bonus. And Rick, that's going to be Shane Bennett's 2nd foul. And Bennett will take a seat on the bench momentarily.
Yeah, that's a good move. That you kind of want him in there for the defensive rebound, but you know Warren's probably going to be in a foul mode right now, and Bennett's probably the guy they're going to try to get. So good move, I think, by Coach Hahn to get him out, play that offensive-defensive type game. He's in on defense, and we put Hollibar back in when it's offensive time.
Holman at the line. No points today. First trip to the free throw line today. 1 and the bonus. Lefty. It's good. Looked really strong on that free throw.
Yeah, Holman's had a tough game. He's kind of been tethered with those 3 fouls really early and just hasn't been able to get into it too much. He looked good on that free throw, though.
Got them both.
Oh, nice play.
I believe Center Grove was on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, we are.
And that snaps it with those 2 free throws. Now a 7-point ball game. CG in front. 48 seconds to go. McComb in the corner. Out on top to Marcus Ankney, and he let him too much, and it's going to be called over and back. And not for sure why McComb threw it where he did.
And he kind of made that move where he kind of looked a look-away pass, and that's not the time to do it right there.
So Bennett back in for defensive purposes, obviously rebounding purposes. McComb back to the bench. Trojans by 7, trying to get the win, trying to snap an 11-game slide against Warren
When
Central.
somebody's wide open, Trojans had, boy, that's a bad play by Center Grove.
Zeke Kirby drills the 3. Big basket by Kirby. You're right. There was a breakdown in the defensive assignments by the Trojans. That left Kirby, the freshman, wide open for the 3, and he made him pay.
Boy, worst time he could do a turnover right there, and the Trojans just kind of lost there on the defensive end. 2 guys on 1 and left Kirby wide open, and with a freshman, nice job to hit that 3, and we're back to a 5-point game, or 4-point game, I'm sorry, with 36 seconds to go, and Trojans aren't a double bonus, but it will be Warren's ball if there's a jump ball, and that's a distinct possibility with the press that they're going to put on here.
So, Rick, at the top of our web stream today, we talked about this being the final game, final event for the Center Grove Trojans to play in the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference. Again, once the Trojans move into the spring sports season, they'll be independent. So the Trojans would sure love to get this upset win in their final MIC game against the Warren Central Warriors.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they'd go through the year, maybe spring too, but that being the case, that is amazing that's all these years of MIC that we're going to be independent going forward. But boy, it would be an awfully nice way to send off as far as that's concerned to win this ball game.
And to do it here in the historic West Gym.
That's exactly right. West Gym, and then what a great comeback, down 7, really down 11 with about 30 seconds to go in that first half, and Trojans have really played well since then.
Still plenty of time for this one. Center Grove holding on to a 4-point advantage with 36 seconds. Man-to-man full court pressure by Warren Central. Bundy takes the ball in the backcourt, being heavily pressured by Kirby.
Oh, boy.
Throws it to Schmitz, who is hit to the floor by Keys. And we'll see Schmitz double bonus, 2 free throws with 30 seconds to play.
Yeah, Warren's putting pressure everywhere, and Jalen got a little bailed out. That was a tough pass to make, but Schmitz did a nice job kind of walling off Keys, and he had to go over back. Big free throws right here. Going to get 2, though.
Three points today for Joey Schmitz. First time at the free throw line today. Hits the first one.
Trojans on a defense end don't want to foul, but they don't want to give up a 3 and want to at least put a little bit of pressure so they take some time off the clock.
Yeah, he got that one as well.
It looked good there. That's two clutch free throws.
Trojans by 6. 28 seconds to play. Chandler fires the 3, rimmed it, follows his own rebound. It's off of the Trojans. Looked like Bundy last touched it. 23 seconds to play.
Good hustle by Chandler. He missed the 3, but he had the wherewithal to really hustle after that ball and got it back.
20 seconds to play. Spin
foul
move by Kirby.
Oh, wow, what a block.
Blocked by Vons. Down to 15 seconds. Foul in the backcourt, and Smith will go back to the free throw line to shoot some more free throws. He'll shoot 2. He was just there moments ago and hit 2 out of 2. And Rick, we talked about last night being a big win for the Center Grove Trojans. If they can hold on to win this one, I think today maybe this one's even bigger than last night's.
I would agree. Coming back-to-back wins, and you talk about confidence building and a team that is on the rise now. What a great win this will be.
Smith hits the free throw for Warren Central. They've won 6 in a row, 9 of their last 10. Give you an idea of how well they've been playing.
Have been hot, and they had a big lead in this first half. Didn't look good for the Trojans, and scoreboard's going to look like we pulled away a little bit. We know that's not the case. But
Rick, did I miss something? Is he shooting 3? Okay, I was saying that should be it. Okay, yeah, it looked like he was going to shoot another free throw. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, we take it. Joey's looked really good up there, but no foul here.
Final 8 seconds. Three-pointer does not go for Snodgrass. Trojans get the rebound and the victory. 53-45. The Center Grove Trojans in their final MIC game and event. Victorious, knocking off number 12, Warren Central, 53-45 your final. What a win for Coach Hahn and the Center Grove Trojans for a very good Warren Central team. Warren Central, again, had won 6 in a row, 9 of their last 10, and Center Grove had lost 11 straight to the Warren Central Warriors. Center Grove had not defeated the Warriors since 2011 when a young man by the name of Johnny Marlin was leading the Trojans. So this is Coach Hahn's first win against Warren Central. And Rick, I could say this, the Trojans are growing out in style with the win here in the final MIC appearance.
They sure are. What a great time for the Trojans to start playing like they can. I mean, this is you talk about potential all year. We haven't sometimes just put it together. Boy, what a great 2-game spread here for the Trojans. And I'm looking forward to playing Brownsburg on Tuesday. This team's fun to watch all of a sudden.
Rick, there was that talk that the Center Grove Trojans had lost 4 straight. And some were saying if Center Grove can't turn it around, that 4 could turn into 8 straight going into sectional. And what I got to say is the Trojans got it turned around at the moment, getting the big win against North Central last night, and obviously this big win today against Warren. And you're right, they got Brownsburg and Columbus North coming up this week, 2 very good opponents. And then the following week, you're talking about the state tournament, the sectional. So obviously you want to get trending up. You want to get that momentum going up into the sectional, and hopefully the Trojans can build off of this coming up this week.
I agree. And without a little bit of strife today, too, they had Jordan Vaughns was in foul trouble. He would have to sit a little bit with 3 or so. And then also we had Tyler Cerny getting hurt with that ankle injury and had to sit out for a while. So it was a tough game on their part with some stuff that happened to us. But great job by Center Grove to pull it out and give this a lot of credit. Coach Hahn did a great job. I really like the move of putting Cerny on Davis here in that second half, and predicated a little bit by Vaughns with his 3 fouls. But Trojans did a fantastic job overall holding up the press, and they made some big shots, and everybody played well in that fourth quarter.
Well, stay tuned. Up next, Rick and I'll return for some final thoughts on the postgame show. 53-45, the Trojans victorious over Warren Central. Now 10-10 on the season, 2-5 in the conference. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball presented by IU Health.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When you need highly skilled primary care, we're right here for you with same-day appointments for safe, in-person care, virtual visits you can access at home, urgent care that lets you save a spot, and 24/7 online scheduling. IU Health gives you more options for highly skilled primary care, when, where, and how you need it. To get the right care for you, visit iuhealth.org/more options.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
At Aqua Systems, we believe in one simple idea, that it should be easy to get great water. That's why we provide a hassle-free sales process with money-back guarantees and the best warranties anywhere, all on equipment made in the USA. In fact, at Aqua Systems, we make it so easy to fix your home's water that 9 out of 10 people who shop with us buy from us. Contact Aqua Systems today. You'll love your water.
Texas road, I can't leave that memory behind.
Stop by Texas Roadhouse for Wild West Wednesdays. Enjoy a hand-cut 11-ounce sirloin dinner for $9.99. That's right, an 11-ounce sirloin for only $9.99.
Can't forget that Texas road, I can't leave that memory behind.
Buy your next vehicle online today at RaySkillmanCars.com.
Easily shop from thousands of new and used vehicles, all with high-quality pictures and full descriptions.
Find your new car fast and easy at RaySkillmanCars.com.
Back inside the West Gym. Center Grove victorious in this matinee against the Warren Central Warriors, 53-45. Rick Sauter, the Trojans, they get it done. They finish here in this final quarter, and it was rough to get to the finish line. To give credit to the Warren Central Warriors, they weren't going to go down without a fight. They really came after the Trojans aggressively with the defense, and I've got to put this one down, maybe the best win of the season for the Center Grove Trojans.
I agree 100%, Kevin. That it was an awfully good team. We were kind of a little worried that first quarter. They got up 13, or in second quarter, 14 points or so, and we were looking like, oh boy, is this going to be a blowout or not? But what a fantastic job of the Trojans. Didn't give up. Good coaching from Coach Hahn to make some good moves. And really coming out of the halftime, Trojans were ready to go. And got back in that game, a couple quick buckets to kind of get it under 10. And we kind of went from there. So fantastic job all the way around. And I would agree, Kevin, this is the best win of the year.
Scoring summary today, the Center Grove Trojans were down 16-7 after the first quarter. Trailed by 7 at halftime, 27-20. The Trojans played better, though, in that second quarter. They outscored the Warriors 13-11. In the third quarter, that's when Center Grove really got things going offensively, outscored the Warriors 14-6. Center Grove led by 1, 34-33 going into that final quarter, and the Trojans, they were able to get it up to a double-digit lead. I know it was at least 10, maybe 11 at one point. I had to double-check that, but Center Grove outscores Warren Central 19-12 in the final quarter to win at 53-45. Center Grove now even on the season, 10 wins, 10 losses. Final game in conference play ever. And the Trojans will finish the conference this year at 2-5 and a 2-game winning streak in the conference, if you will. Again, great win last night against North Central at home, and another great win here today against Warren Central on the home court. Center Grove now 5-6 at home, and for the Warren Central Warriors, this snaps their 6-game winning streak. They're now 14-7 overall, and now 2-4 in the conference. And Rick, you have our scores from today's game.
I do, Kevin. Trojans had 7 players today that scored. They had 2 players in double figures, and they were led by their leading scorer, Marcus Hankney. He had 15 points. He only had 4 at halftime. Didn't score at all in the first quarter. 4 at halftime, and only 2 in the third. But fourth quarter, when at crunch time, he came alive. He had 9 points that fourth quarter, and led the Trojans, doing a great job handling the ball also, leading with 15. Another great game action today by Tyler Cerny. I thought his defense was fantastic. Did a good job on shot selection, was 3 for 4 from the free throw line, hit a three-pointer, and even though he left the game in that fourth quarter with a sprained ankle, hopefully you can see him walking out of the locker room now, and he is walking, so that's a good sign. He ended up with 12 points for Center Grove. 9 points for Jordan Vaughns, was a little saddled with foul trouble. He got his third in that third quarter, picked up his fourth pretty early in the fourth quarter, but came back in and ended up with 9 points and doing a good job defensively on Davis also. 7 points for Joey Schmitz, really came in and did a nice job. 4 for 4 big free throws in that fourth quarter from Joey, clutch free throws, and ended up with 7. 6 points for Shane Bennett, but that doesn't always tell the story from him. Did a great job on the defensive end, the rebounding, and was a force in there on the offensive side too with 6 points. 3 points today for A.J. Halabar. Came in and gave some really good minutes also on the defensive end and rebounding. And we had 1 point today from Ethan McComb to round out the scoring for Center Grove. For the Warren Central Warriors, they had 8 players score. They had 1 player in double figures. That was Tay Davis, the Louisville recruit, had 14 points, but had 8 of those first half and only scored 2 in that fourth quarter, and ended up fouling out today. And Trojans really did a nice job that second half on him, holding him to 14. 8 points for Javon Guest, the freshman, but he didn't score in that second half. So Trojans again made some nice adjustments and kept him out of the lane and held him to 8. Paul Chandler ended up with 9 points. All of those were in the first half also. He and Guest, their 17 points combined, were all in the first half. He had 3 3-pointers pretty early, but struggled in that second half, had a couple open looks and didn't knock them down. And good break for the Trojans. A couple of those didn't go in, but he ended up with 9. 4 points today for Damian Keynes coming off the bench. Did a nice job, actually. The youngster did a very good job defensively, and he ended up contributing 4 points. 3 points today for Zeke Kirby, the freshman. They had 2 points for Davion Holman. He was kind of saddled with foul trouble early and struggled to kind of get in the game. He did 2 free throws, pretty big free throws for Warren in the fourth quarter, and one point also for Cordell Edwards to round out scoring for the Warriors.
So now the Trojans will enjoy these 2 victories and then get to work on Monday and prepare for the Brownsburg Bulldogs on Tuesday. It'll be in the Vandy, 6 o'clock JV game, followed by the varsity at 7:30. We'll be there with a live stream, and then the Trojans finish up with another Bulldog team on Thursday on the road at Columbus North. So 2 very difficult games next week, and again, I like what I saw here in the last 2 games from the Center Grove Trojans. This is a team that is very capable, just had some tough luck and just not able to kind of finish in those final minutes and seconds of some of those close games where they lost. So maybe they're starting to grow. Maybe they're learning how to close out, how to be tough with the ball, hit free throws and things of that nature, and do what it takes to win these close games. And I think you can learn a lot from these 2 wins.
I agree, Kevin. Sometimes you hear that term, learning to win. And what that is many times teams that it's not just the games that you kind of blow a team out or whatever, but then these big crunch time games where you're playing really good teams, you get that in that fourth quarter, and that rim starts getting quite a bit smaller, and sometimes you speed your team up a little bit, make some passes you normally wouldn't. Trojans are learning to slow the game down, make the shots, hit the free throws. They were 13 for 16 from the free throw line today, which is a big stat for the Trojans, and win these tough games. And coming now down to crunch time here at the end of the year and getting into sectional play and state tournament play, that'll come in really handy for, it's going to be some tight games going forward.
Again, stay tuned to CG Sports Network on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram later tonight. Hopefully we'll be posting something about Center Grove wrestlers winning state championship. We have 2 wrestlers, Drake Buchanan and Hayden Watson, both wrestling tonight in the state final. So hopefully we'll get 2 state champions later tonight. And also we'll be posting something about hopefully the Center Grove boys swimming team, hopefully sectional champs down at Franklin. They're performing, they're in action here this afternoon. So hopefully we'll have some good results from those 2 events later today. On that, Rick, I'll let you go. Have a great weekend. Appreciate your work last night and tonight. And again, very exciting basketball here by Coach On and the Trojans at the last couple of games.
Been a lot of fun, Kevin. I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
On that, we'll wrap things up from the West Gym. Once again, your final score, 53-45. The Center Grove Trojans victorious over the Warren Central Warriors. The Trojans with the victory, 10-10 overall, and they finish the season at 2-5 in the conference. For Warren Central, snaps their 6-game winning streak. Warriors now 15-6 overall and 2-4 in the conference. Once again, our next Center Grove boys basketball web stream Tuesday, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity from the Vandy. Today's Center Grove boys basketball coverage was produced by CG Sports Network. Our presenting sponsor was IU Health. Until Tuesday, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Saunders saying so long, everyone, from the historic West Gym at Center Grove High School.